Yeah, all right.
not even Auburn.
See, all you older fellas can take learn some lessons from the young guy over here. Okay. Next game is Northwestern State.
So,
You can play for me.
maybe. So, what do you see from the Demons?
Well, the Demons got my attention 2 years ago when they came in here and whipped us thoroughly. Okay, we were down, as I recall, 5-3 in the sixth, and they brought a left-hander in that was going about 96 miles an hour, and I just remember that our crowd would cheer when we at least hit a foul ball against the guy over the last 4 innings. And then they continue to get my attention when they beat Tulane earlier this year. And I understand the same young man that pitched against Tulane 7 innings of 1-run ball will be pitching against us tomorrow night. And I know their coach, Lane Burrows, and their assistant, Chris Curry, are outstanding coaches, and I'm sure they're going to have them awfully ready to play ball against the LSU Tigers. They played this past weekend at Oklahoma, a tough 3-game series. So I'm sure they're going to be prepared. They'll be fired up, and we have to be ready to play if we want to have a chance to win. There's no question about that. I have total respect for them and their program, and if we have any ideas of looking beyond them, we're going to be in trouble tomorrow night.
Sort of shook the lineup a little bit up on Saturday, moving JaCoby to lead off.
You only left one question now. Let's go.
Maybe giving Stevenson a start. Do you see that remaining the same going into this week?
No, I don't know. You know, some of it will have to do with who we face, because I know tomorrow night we're facing a lefty, and Friday night. I don't think Auburn has announced their rotation yet, but last weekend they started a lefty on Friday and Saturday. So I think that'll be a factor to take into consideration. And you know, I haven't really thought much beyond tomorrow night. I know tomorrow night I'm going to give Jared Foster a chance in right field against a lefty, and we'll see how that goes. You know, it might be a lengthy move, it might be a one-game move. I just don't know at this point, and I'm not sure who will be the DH. But the rest of the lineup will be pretty much the same. I'll have Laird and center field tomorrow night.
Why did you move JaCoby to the leadoff spot for Saturday?
You know, Brian, after the game on Friday night, it was a thrilling victory for us. And it was, you know, a great win. And JaCoby was very happy we won because, you know, he cares about the team. But it was a weird game for him. He smoked 2 balls right at the right fielder, great swings, bad luck, and he struck out 3 times. And I just see the kid getting very frustrated. So after the game, when we got back to the hotel, I searched him out, and we had a long discussion just about, you know, everything about this game, you know, and I wanted him to know that I really believed in him and that he was going to continue to be a vital player for our team, and that we needed him to have the good, positive attitude. And I explained to him that even though, you know, his batting average was not stellar, that I thought all year he'd been hitting the ball well, he'd been showing great plate discipline by virtue of how many walks he had had. Even though his strikeouts are up there as far as the team lead goes, they're cut back from what they've been in past years. And his defense has been spectacular. In fact, he turned a big double play on Friday night, late in the game, to help us keep the game tied, and where we were able to go on and win it. So I said, look, as long as you're still contributing to the team defensively and some of the things you're doing offensively, you're still a very positive influence on our team. And I told him, I believe in you, JaCoby. You're your worst enemy. If you just forget about all these bad luck things and some of the negative thoughts and just fill your head with positive thoughts, I know that you'll do well. So the next day I just kind of thought I'd put my actions where my mouth was and show the kid that I really believed him. I had a gut feeling. You know, he always plays well against Mississippi State. Maybe it's because he's from the state or whatever. But he, you know, I put him in the leadoff spot, and I thought he had a really good game on Saturday, and on Sunday, even though we didn't play very well overall as a team, I thought he was one of the few bright spots of that day. He had some good at-bats. So, you know, hopefully that kind of got him jump-started, and he'll be a leader for our team now as we continue to go forward.
You going to keep him in the leadoff spot?
I will tomorrow night. I mean, I can't promise you anything beyond tomorrow night, but for tomorrow night, he'll be in the leadoff spot, yes.
It's hard for players not to change their approach when they don't see the results coming over to a batting average.
It's a very humbling game, you know. It really is. I've played this game for a long time, and I've been around it my whole life, and I've seen great hitters, you struggle to the point that it put them into tears. And JaCoby, comes from we've talked about him so much, I feel like I'm being very redundant, but he comes from a very small town in Mississippi. He was starting for his high school team when he was in the 7th grade, my goodness, okay? He was hitting 600 or 700 every year in high school. And all of a sudden you come to the SEC and you're playing the competition that you're playing here, and a player is not used to failing at the rate that you fail. The best players fail 70% of the time. And he just had a hard time to deal with that. And it's never easy. I'm guarantee you 35-year-old Hall of Famers have a tough time with it as well, much less a young kid of 21. But he's getting better at it, and I just have to keep reminding him that he's an excellent ball player. In fact, I think he's the best athlete in all of college baseball. I personally think he's going to go in the first round, whether he gets a hit the rest of the season or not. And I just want him to realize that. He doesn't have to put that kind of pressure on himself for his own personal career, that if his focus is just on helping the Tigers win, that he'll have more fun and he'll play better and everything's going to work out for him in the long run.
What's your pitching plan for tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, Russell Reynolds will start. And depending on how things are going, don't be surprised if we deviate away a little bit from how we've been doing midweek games for the last couple of years. I'd love to see Russell go out there and pitch 5 innings tomorrow night and dominate. But of course, how he's throwing will dictate a lot of that. We have a few guys that we want to see get into the game tomorrow night, but it's not going to be, one inning for 8 or 9, 10 guys. Okay, we're going to see if Russell can go out there and give us a good, solid, quality start.
Is there going to be